So here's Kamala Harris talking about respecting unions. Let's watch.
And as President of the United States, so I will always support the right to organize, to collective bargaining, to strike. I will also run a Department of Labor that actually respects the dignity of labor. And as far as I'm concerned, every working man and woman in America owes a debt of gratitude to the work of organized labor and the history of that work in our country.
So this is another classic Kamala Harris answer from this town hall. There's parts of it that are good, framing, I like it. And she, in the longer version of that answer, talked about how you should thank the unions for a 5-day work week. That's right. Ben's dad was a very big progressive. Frank Mankiewicz helped run McGovern's campaign, a very, very progressive candidate back in the day, and won an upset primary, et cetera. And he used to love saying, "Hey, the weekends, you're welcome." Right? That was the unions that did that, and you could, sing a Moana-like song of "You're welcome," and the 8-hour workday. She mentioned that, so that's all the good parts of her answer, right? And it seemed fairly strong, et cetera. The only thing that was missing, in my opinion, and it's missing throughout the entire night for her and the entire campaign for her, but to be fair to her, it's missing from everyone but Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. I'm talking about the major candidates. Gravel says it too, et cetera. But is that they never talk about corporate power. So they say, oh, unions, good, because I want the unions' donations, I want the union voters, et cetera, but I don't want to take any risks. No, who are the unions fighting with? They're fighting with the corporate power, right? And so when you keep taking money from those same corporate interests, am I convinced that you're really going to breathe fire on those guys? So look, to be fair to Kamala Harris, she doesn't take corporate PAC money, so that's good. It's a good first step. On the other hand, lots of reports, not just The Intercept, but also Bloomberg, writing saying, oh, she's going down to Wall Street and trying to collect $2,800. I think the new limit is $5,600, whatever the max is for the primary and the general election. They're not all, Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, no. Outside of those two, the major senators like Booker, Gillibrand, and Harris are all going down on Wall Street collecting those big checks in these big meetings, et cetera. So if you want me to believe that you're gonna fight for the average American worker or the union guy, show me that you're not beholden to corporate interests. And that would give me a much better sense of it.
Yeah, she talked about, you need something more than just words in this situation. And I get from her just this feeling that she's gonna wanna drink a beer in Union Hall, and it's gonna be so awkward to watch, and she's gonna go, and she can't share a moment. I don't know if anyone's watching Chernobyl right now, I'm not spoiling anything, but the coal guy, they're just like, these guys work in the dark so they see everything. And it's just like, yes, people, the reason that Trump won in a lot of these places is they knew he was BSing, but at least he was saying something, giving them something. But they feel like they could see through it, but there wasn't someone that was playing this other game from this other world so much. Trump in just like reacting in the moment to stuff, whereas Hillary, you can see robot Hillary like filtering it through like 15 different channels. Just that authenticity was something that she needs to bring to this answer that I don't think that she actually brought. And I don't know, I don't like the thing where it's like, even if you're not in a union, I don't think unions like to hear that.
There's a scripture in the Bible, and I quote the Bible all the time because they beat me with it when I was little. But
you got it. You got that education through osmosis.
But there's a scripture that says a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. And so when I need conviction, and I need to hear what you said. I need you to condemn that. There's a lot of talking about, I don't like this and I love this, but nobody wants to condemn the bad guys. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, there you go. That's
nobody wants to condemn the bad guys because they don't know if they're gonna have to come around the corner and shake hands with those bad guys.
Right.
I want a person that's gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm never gonna shake hands with the bad guys. Come hell or high water, we going just like this and no compromises.
Right, and we didn't say like, listen, the unions gave everybody so much. They gave them an 8-hour workday, 2-day weekends. What are we giving back?
Yep.
We haven't given anything. We left them. We left them alone. You don't even need to take my word for it. That's when you bring in one stat that's just like, the wealth gap is so big. The thing that had the most hope to close it was unions. Was someone saying, you're getting too rich and you're making us do really unsafe crap. Let's have representation. Let's have someone at the table to negotiate with you people, because it takes this many of us to equal one of you schmucks.
Yeah, no, again, Ida nailed it. Because if you don't name the opponent and you don't talk about who it is, then it's empty rhetoric. And so the reality is that almost none of these politicians are talking about corporate power. And corporate power is what's, in a sense, oppressing all of us. Because by definition, they have to maximize profit. And so they have to squeeze every red cent out of every single one of us. And the government is supposed to be our representatives fighting back against that kind of power. Instead, they've been co-opted by that power. So do I get the sense that Kamala Harris is ready to fight corporate power? Not even 1%. The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.